Hi, I am Professor L. K. Gabel, Department of Computer Science, Government GSG PG College, Balod. Today we have discussed lecture for class MSc second semester Computer Science, subject RDBMS, SQL Programming with Oracle. It is the paper first, and unit second relation model and relational algebra. This is my first lecture for this unit. We have covered in this lecture entity relation model as a tools for conceptual design. Second, entities, attributes and relationships. Third, ER diagrams, and fourth, concept of keys. Conceptual design using the entity relations ER model. How to conceptual design a database using ER model. So, we can discuss here what are the entities and relationship in the enterprises. What informations about these entities and relationships should be stored in database? What are the integrity constant or business rules that hold? A database schema in ER model can be represented pictorially, that is the ER diagram, can map an ER diagram into a relation schema. ER models overview. ER model described data in terms of entity and entity sets, that is the objects, relationship and relationship sets, that is a connection between object, attributes, properties that characterized or describe entities or relationship. That means each entity have some attributes or each relations have some attributes. Entity and entity sets. An entity is an object or common component of data that exists and is distinguishable from other object or component. An entity is represented as a rectangle in ER diagram. For example, person name, company name, plant, event, that is the entities. An entity set is a set of entities of the same type that share the same properties. That means, group of entity have similar properties is called entity sets. That means, for example, we can say that all the persons, all companies, trees, holidays. Entity have two types. First is a strong entity, second is a weak entity. And a strong entity that can have uniquely identify by its own attributes and relies on the relationship with other entities. That means, in entity have a different attribute and one of the attributes can be uniquely identify other attributes. So, this is a strong entity. And weak entity, entity that can be uniquely cannot be uniquely identified by its own attributes and relies on the relationship with other entity. So, a entity have attributes, different attributes, but no attributes can be uniquely identify the other attributes. Such type entity is called weak entity and it is represented at a double rectangle symbol in the ER model. Attributes and attributes describe the properties of entity. An attribute is represented as a oval symbol in the ER diagram. That means property of entity is a attributes. For example, customer is entity, and what is the properties of a customer? That is a customer name, customer security, customer state, customer city. These are the attributes of the customer entity. Domain, the set of permitted value for each attributes. Set of the permitted value of each attribute, that is a domain. There are 4 types of attributes. First is key attributes, second composite attributes, third multi-valued attributes, fourth derived attributes. Key attributes. A key attributes can uniquely identify an entity from entity set. Key attributes is represented by oval, same as other attributes. However, the text of key attributes is a underline. For example, suppose we have students entity, and student entity have number of attributes such as roll number, student name, student subject. So, student roll number is uniquely identify the other attributes, student name, student subject. So, roll number is a key attributes. Second, composite attributes. An attribute that is a combination of other attributes is known as composite attribute. Combination of other attribute. For example, address. Address is a combination of pin code, state, city, country. So, address is a composite attribute. Multi-valued attributes. An attributes that can hold multiple values is known as the multi-valued attributes. It is represent double oval symbol in a ER diagram. For example, a person have more than one mobile number or more than one phone numbers. So, phone number is a multi-valued attributes, or mobile number is also multi-valued attributes. That means any attribute have multiple values. Fourth, derived attributes. A derived attributes is one whose value is dynamic and derived from the other attributes. It is represented by dashed oval in a ER diagram. How to derive any attributes? For example, you can say that age is a derived attribute. Why? Because it is derived from date of birth of any persons. So, age is a derived attributes. For example, students total marks. Total marks is a derived attribute because it is derived from marks of maths, physics, chemistry, computer science, foundation. That is a summation of marks of all subjects. So, total marks is a derived attributes. Percentage is also derived attributes. It is derived from the total marks. We can explain all the attributes with example. Here we can say that students is a entity, name is singleton, simple attributes, date of birth simple attributes, ID is key attributes, phone number is a multi-valued double wall symbol, age is a derived attributes, address is a composite attributes, because it is combined with PIN number, state, city. Next, relationship sets. What is the relationship? The relationship is an association among several entities. For example, suppose customer is an entities, account is another entities. Customer can be deposit any amount to the accounts. So, customer and account is related with a depositor, that is the relation set. In mathematically we can define relationship set is a mathematical relations among n greater than equal to 2 entities. That means 2 or more than 2 entities must for relations is taken from the entity set. Here entity set E1, E2, E3, En is an entity set, and each attribute can be related. Entity are E1, E2, E small is a relations. Example, you can say that suppose name of customer is a high and their account number is a 1A102. So, this is a relations become depositor. That means, high is a depositor in account number 102. There are 4 types relationships: one to one relations, one to many relations, many to one relations, many to many relations. One to one relationship, when a single instance of entities is associated with a single instance of another entities, then it is called one to one relationship. For example, person and passport, a person have single passport, a single passport have a single name of persons. So, this is a example of one to one relations. Students and examinations, students have roll number and each particular roll number students can be examined particular exam subjects. One to many, when a single instance of entity is associated with more than one instance of another entities, then it is called one to many relations. For example, customer can be placed order many, that means one customer can be order many order. So, this is a one to many relationship. Second example, you can say that one to many, one teacher students, one teacher can be teach many students, teacher and students one to many. Many to one relationships. Next, many to one relationship, when more than one instance of entity is associated with single instance of another entities, then it is called many to one relationship. For example, students studying in one college, that means many students can be studying in single college. This is a many to one relationship. More than one student, college is a single college have more than one student. So, students and college is a many to one relationship. Many to many relationship. Next types, when more than one instance of an entity is associated with more than one instance of the another entities, then it is called many to many relationships. For example, Students can be assigned many projects and projects can be assigned to many students. More than one students can be assigned one project and also more than one project can be assigned single students. That means a student can have more than one project, a single project can have more than one students. Here we can say that another example, student and teacher also here. More than one teacher can be taught to more than one students and one students can be learn from the more than one teachers. Or say that not student, that is a class, teacher and teachers and class. ER diagram components. This is the summary of ER diagrams. Rectangles represent entity sets, ellipse represents attributes, diamond represent relationship set, link, that is a line attribute between attributes, entity sets, relationships, we can use the line for linking. Double ellipse multi-valued, dashed ellipse derived attributes, primary key underlined of the key attributes. This is a example of ER diagrams. Simple example. Here one entity is a students and second entity is a library. So, how to associate student and library? Students can be issued book issue from the library. Here we can see that arrow indicate one or without arrow is a many. That means this model is a one to many relations. This is a one to many relation. That means student can be issue more than one books. One student can be issued more than one books. So, this is a one to many relationship. Here student attributes we can already defined in previous simple diagrams, and here library book ID. Here you can see that book ID, book name, issue date, book details. Book detail is a composite, publisher, book name, authors, book ID, library LIB ID, that is a library card ID. A student can be enrolled in a library which have defined a unique ID. This is a primary key. So, this is a complete ER diagram. Thank you, and next lecture we can see another topic. Okay, thank you.